Make these cute and simple cupcakes with the little monsters this Halloween. Welcome to our page, where we're going to learn, shop, and decorate together at Fran's Cake and Candy Supplies. Hit the subscribe button to follow. What you'll need: cupcakes, buttercream, sprinkles, Halloween plunger cutters, soft gel paste in electric green, fondant in orange, green, purple, black, and white, fondant roller, powdered sugar, and piping tip number 824. Let's get started. This is the type of fondant that I like to use when I don't feel up to making multiple colors. Satinized fondant colors come in multiple quantities, depending on the size of your project. I will also be using these Halloween plunger cutters that create detailed designs on your fondant toppers. These are especially great when you're working with younger children. Let's start with the pumpkins. For this design, I will be using both orange and green to make the pumpkins. Start by gently kneading the fondant to soften it up a bit. Add a little powdered sugar to your work area and hands so that the fondant doesn't stick. If you feel like it's getting sticky, just add a little more powdered sugar. Next, press the orange and green fondant together so that it sticks, using a smaller amount of green than orange. Use the fondant roller to start rolling the fondant out the long way. Gently pick up the fondant and start rolling it in a different direction so that it rolls out evenly. Don't roll out the fondant too thin or you won't be able to use the plunger correctly. It needs to be thick enough to plunge into. Once you are done rolling the fondant out, line up the pumpkin stalk part of the plunger cutter to the green layer of fondant. Gently press the cutter into the fondant. Next, press the plunger into the fondant for the impression. Remove the cutter and gently pick up your topper. Make sure you add enough powdered sugar onto your workplace so that you can easily lift up your toppers. How cute are these? Repeat the same process with the rest of your plungers. I'm using a golf ball size of each fondant color for each design. This gives me about 4 toppers per color. Notice how this time the fondant topper comes up with the cutter. Just press the plunger to release the topper. These cutters make the cutest detailed toppers and work so well with little hands. Let's move on to icing the cupcakes. I'm using electric green to make this bright green that reminds me of slime. I'll be using piping tip number 824 to create a swirl on my cupcakes. Start on the outside of the cupcake and slowly swirl into the center, squeezing the bag with the same pressure from start to finish. This allows you to have an evenly iced cupcake. Next, add your favorite Halloween sprinkle mix and start adding your toppers on your cupcakes. Let your toppers dry for a few hours if you would like for them to stand on the cupcakes. Otherwise, you can lay them flat on top of the buttercream without having to wait. You can even pair up the toppers to create a new design. Have fun making these with your little trick-or-treaters this Halloween. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tutorials.